Tonight's episode is going to be fantastic. It's one of my favorite dishes. This is going to be garlic shrimp tossed in a pesto linguini. The pesto recipe you can find on my channel as well. But let's get to work, have some fun. This is going to taste out of this world. Boom! Okay, so let's take a look at our ingredients tonight. We've of course got our olive oil. We do have a nice dry white wine. The chef's going to have to stay out of that. We've got a little bit of tomato, a little bit of onion, some garlic, some fresh Parmesan, which to save some time, we've already grated. We've got our shrimp already deveined and ready to go. We've got a little bit of chicken stock on the side. We have some red chili paper. And then the star of the show tonight is going to be our pesto sauce. So let's get to work. Okay, great. Let's start with our onion. Now, if I had shallots, I'd probably use those. But tonight I don't have any, so I'm resorting to onion. I'm just gonna make sure I thinly slice these guys. We'll get down to the end and we'll turn. Same thing with cherry tomato. If I had cherry tomato, I'd be using those. But I am a believer in, with food costs being the way they are these days, using what we have in the fridge, especially when it's getting close to the point of expiry. Great, well, let's set that aside for now. We'll get on to some garlic. Now, what you can even do with your garlic, if you were under a time constraint, you could go ahead and grate your garlic right into your pan, and that way it's going to liquefy a lot faster. Now, I knew a guy named Paulie. He used to have a great system for garlic where he would let that roast. He would slice it so thin, it's as if he was using a razor blade, and it would liquefy. It was actually a really good system. Okay, great. Once we've got all of our prep work done, which we do right now, we're gonna head on over to the stove. Okay, so we're starting out with our oil. We're gonna be doing our vegetables, our onions, our garlic, our tomato in one. We're gonna be bringing up our shrimp in another, and then finally we're gonna have our linguini going on in a third pot. So let's bring up the temperature really slowly. We don't wanna burn our onions to start. And then once the onions are brought up and broken down, we're gonna add in our garlic. Okay, great. We're gonna start with our onion. Get those nice and coated. I'm gonna add half a turn of salt, half a turn of pepper. Those are coming up nicely. Now we'll turn our heat up a little bit. A splash more olive oil. Now introducing our garlic. And that's already nice and fragrant. Delicious. And you see what I'm also going to do here? I'm going to season up our shrimp a little bit, a few turns of salt and a few turns of pepper as well. Now we're going to add our tomato. Now once we know we're on our way, we're going to bring up our water to a boil for our linguini. I'm going to go ahead and add in our chicken stock. Red chili. Not too much. We want to be careful when we start, because once we've added our spices in, we can't take them out. So let's be careful on that. Let's reduce that. This is about the time where we're going to add in our white wine, just a splash. And it smells delicious, that white wine. Very good. Also, don't forget, any good chef, have a sip of your wine. You got to make sure that tastes good for the dish that you're making. When we add in our linguini, add it in, and it should start breaking down right away. Let's start slowly folding and turning that in to our pan. We're going to need anywhere from 6 to 8 minutes on our linguini. So we want to fold that in as quickly as possible. Excellent. We're in. So a key to cooking is, again, if you're in a restaurant and you have to time everything, you need to make sure your kitchen is coordinated. Great, we'll leave that alone. Next item, I'm just zesting some lemon in there. I don't have my smaller zester, but that's okay. This one will do. Everything's nicely reduced. Tomatoes and onions are broken down. So I'm going to go ahead and reduce that and remove it from the heat. And we'll get onto our shrimp, okay? Oil in. Hey Google, set a timer 6 minutes.
6 minutes. And that's starting now. There's 2 minutes and 17 seconds remaining.
Excellent. So we've got about 2 minutes for our shrimp. Keep in mind we've already seasoned our shrimp up, so let's go ahead and add them to the oil. Excellent. We think they're on color on the bottom before we go ahead and flip those over. So we'll just leave those set for another minute. And we should be timing it very well with our pasta. Hey Google, cancel the timer. Okay, our shrimp are looking fantastic. We're going to give those a quick turn. Very good. I love the color that I'm seeing. Very good. We're going to take those off the heat for now. We're going to drain our linguini and we'll be back in more vegetable. A little bit of olive oil. We're going to bring that right back up to temperature. We're going to add in our shrimp. Everything's looking fantastic. Now we're going to add in a little bit of linguini. Very good. And now the star of tonight's attraction is our pesto sauce. 1 and 2. I don't want to overpower it too much. I'm going to bring everything together. Make sure all of our flavors are combined in there. Excellent. Reduce that heat. Very good. And off. For the show, these are shrimp, so we don't need to have too much weenie. We'll give it a nice turn as we enter it on the plate. Another little turn up top. And now we're going to make sure we bring in all of our shrimp and our tomato. You know, anytime you go to a restaurant and you're wondering where the shrimp are at home, let me tell you, when you're making your own dish, you can place just as many shrimp in there as you like and as you desire. We've got it looking really nice. Very good. Okay, and there you have it, everybody. Fresh lemon, garlic, white wine in a pesto sauce with linguini. This is gonna taste delicious. Pair it up with your favorite white wine as well. Again, thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, check out my channel. You'll see the recipe for the pesto sauce. You can pair it again with this linguini with shrimp and garlic. It's gonna taste fantastic. And don't forget, please like, comment, subscribe, and share below. And we'll be back with the next edition of Uncle Drew's Kitchen. Boom! I think I owe it to the people to try this out tonight. Let's see what we've got in here. We'll have some linguini that's got our pesto in there, along with some shrimp, and we'll see what we have. This is absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. Pardon me. I even finished it off with some fresh grated Parmesan Reggiano on top. This really brought through the flavors. Cheers to everybody. This is freaking good tonight. There's that saying, act as if you've been there before, but this tastes out of this world. Go make this one. This one's gonna taste delicious. Woo! Oh, what the hell? Oh yeah, baby.